Dinar Daily, your source for the latest currency information. A significant development is unfolding across the United States, captivating the attention of currency holders and financial enthusiasts alike. Starting tomorrow, a network of official exchange centers is scheduled to begin operations, offering a structured pathway for the redemption of specific foreign currencies, including the Iraqi dinar, IQD, Vietnamese dong, VND, and the Zimbabwean dollar, ZWL. This moment has been a subject of discussion and anticipation for many years within various currency communities. It represents a shift from speculation and rumor to a formalized, compliant process supported by established financial systems. The journey for many investors, characterized by monitoring market fluctuations and seeking reliable information, is now approaching a potential turning point. The long-awaited news, once confined to online discussion boards and private circles, is now being corroborated by formal banking memos and analyst reports. What was once considered an unverified rumor is now being described as a verified process. The narrative has shifted from an idea to a tangible systemic procedure, complete with structured guidelines and institutional backing. This signifies a major milestone for those who have held these currencies, often for years. The buzz has moved beyond speculative spheres, permeating into formal financial briefings and private wealth management discussions. Tomorrow, a coordinated effort across the United States is set to begin, with a network of more than 120 exchange centers opening their doors at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. These facilities are designed to handle a high volume of transactions while prioritizing security and client privacy. They range from traditional bank branches to dedicated off-site hubs, all equipped with modern technological infrastructure. To manage the anticipated flow of clients, these centers will use queue management systems, biometric verification, and secure consultation rooms. This extensive planning highlights the seriousness of the initiative and the need for a controlled environment for these sensitive financial transactions. A key component of this process is the real-time technology that will be used to ensure accuracy and authenticity. Each center will reportedly utilize Treasury-linked platforms that can instantly confirm current exchange rates and validate the genuineness of the physical currency notes being presented. This integration with official systems is intended to provide transparency and security. The Central Bank of Iraq and the State Bank of Vietnam have reportedly provided specific procedural documents to ensure that the redemptions adhere to international compliance standards. This institutional collaboration underscores the official nature of the process. Several prominent U.S. financial institutions are said to be participating in this network, including Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Chase, along with selected credit unions. These banks have reportedly completed their due diligence, including Know Your Customer (KYC), compliance, and platform synchronization. This extensive preparation is aimed at creating a seamless process for currency holders. The involvement of such major players signals a high level of institutional readiness and underscores the scale of the operation. The logistical and technical planning involved is designed to facilitate a smooth transition for thousands of currency holders. The launch of these exchange centers is a green light for action, but preparation is key. A significant number of currency holders are expected to seek appointments, making it essential to pre-register. To streamline this, banks are reportedly updating their websites to include new foreign exchange and wealth management portals. These new digital tools are said to allow users to log in, verify their identity, and schedule appointments based on real-time availability. This digital infrastructure is an important step in managing the high demand and ensuring an orderly process for everyone involved. In addition to bank websites, private redemption groups have reportedly developed mobile applications to assist with the process. These apps are said to link directly to the exchange center queues, providing a more convenient way to manage appointments. The reported features include currency serial number scanning for faster verification, document upload capabilities for ID verification, and live chat functions for appointment assistance. For those who prefer a non-digital option, a network of nationwide customer service call centers is also expected to be available starting at 7:30 a.m. in all major U.S. time zones, providing an alternative for scheduling appointments. The redemption process is reportedly designed with security and efficiency as top priorities. Upon arrival at an exchange center, clients will be required to present a pre-appointment QR code and government-issued identification. The physical currency notes will also undergo real-time validation to ensure their authenticity. A critical piece of information for holders is that not all centers will process all three currencies. It is essential to confirm which currencies IQD, VND, ZWL a specific center is authorized to handle before an appointment is made. This pre-verification is a necessary step to avoid delays or a wasted trip. The most highly anticipated aspect of this entire rollout is the redemption rates that will be offered. For holders of the Iraqi dinar, various leaked documents and analyst briefings suggest a rate window between $4.12 and $7.45 per IQD. These rates are said to be dependent on several factors, including the total volume of notes, the client's account type, and their client tier. Similarly, the Vietnamese dong is reportedly expected to be redeemed at rates ranging from $2.86 to $5.79, with variations based on similar variables. These numbers are described not as speculation, but as rates tied to pre-programmed internal software within major financial institutions. The Zimbabwean dollar, with its complex history, is reportedly being handled differently. It is said to be offered at fixed bond redemption values under highly specific terms available only at select locations. A crucial point highlighted in the news is that the rates are not arbitrary or based on rumors. They are tied to the financial institution's internal systems, and a printed rate confirmation offer will be provided to every client upon arrival. A key procedural step is the signing of a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, before the rates are disclosed, which ensures exclusivity and rate integrity. For those who choose not to sign the NDA, a lower foreign exchange board market rate may be offered. This rate is typically aligned with international exchange values, which are different from the specialized redemption rates. Once a client accepts and signs an offer, it is considered final. Analysts are urging investors to have a rate threshold in mind before their appointment to be able to make a confident and quick decision. This preparation is a significant factor in ensuring a smooth and satisfactory transaction. Economists and financial analysts are beginning to analyze the broader implications of this coordinated exchange rollout. Dr. Stephen Hunt, a senior economist, suggests that this movement is not an isolated event. He states that it is closely tied to larger global financial restructuring efforts led by international organizations, such as the International Monetary Fund (IMF). These initiatives are reportedly aimed at diversifying global currency reserves away from a heavy reliance on the US dollar, particularly in economies that are dependent on oil or are considered emerging markets. From this perspective, currencies like the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are being seen as viable instruments in this global financial shift. These currencies are reportedly backed by real assets and emerging market trade opportunities. Financial strategist Maria Cho adds that this could be the beginning of a new global economic model, moving away from the petrodollar hegemony. She points out that major investment firms like BlackRock, State Street, and Bridgewater have reportedly been positioning themselves in these exotic currency markets, which may signal a growing institutional belief in their value. The orderly nature of the rollout, with the support of U.S. banking infrastructure, is viewed by analysts as a deliberate plan to prevent market disruption. The first 72 hours are seen as the most critical period, as the speed and volume of redemptions could influence whether the offered rates remain stable or adjust downward. The excitement surrounding tomorrow's launch is high, but the success of an exchange depends heavily on proper preparation and avoiding common errors. A major pitfall to avoid is showing up without a confirmed appointment. The news transcript highlights that without a pre-registered appointment, valid identification, and prior system verification, investors may be denied entry or placed on a long standby list. This could cause them to miss the opportunity to secure the higher tier rates. Another frequent issue is bringing notes that are damaged, worn, or unverified. Redemption centers will reportedly only accept notes that are clean, complete, and can be verified by a machine. Counterfeit or even slightly torn bills will be rejected. Understanding the tax implications is another critical piece of the puzzle. While no taxes are withheld at the time of the appointment, banks may issue IRR Form 1099 or other reporting documents depending on the payout size. This could have significant consequences for an individual's tax liability. It is also noted that the funds will not be dispersed as physical cash. Instead, they will be electronically deposited into structured or digital accounts. Due to strict security protocols, it is advised not to bring guests unless their presence has been explicitly approved beforehand. These are one-on-one time-sensitive appointments monitored by security. Beyond the initial exchange, the responsibility of managing the new funds shifts to the individual. Experts in private wealth, estate planning, and taxation strongly recommend having a structured post-redemption plan in place before ever walking into an exchange room. For high-value transactions, it is suggested to consider legal entities such as family trusts, limited liability companies, or private foundations to protect gains and manage tax exposure. The funds should not be left idle. They should be diversified into secure and growth-oriented assets like dividend-paying stocks, municipal bonds, and real estate investment vehicles. Emergency liquidity is also a crucial consideration, with suggestions to use high-yield savings accounts or digital wallets for rapid access to funds while preserving capital. For those with philanthropic goals, donor-advised funds or private charitable trusts can provide tax advantages. The message is clear. Wealth is not just about the amount, but about how well it is structured. Many redemption centers will reportedly offer consultations with in-house financial advisors and legal teams. It's recommended to schedule these early to understand capital gains implications and prepare for potential quarterly tax payments. The moment of exchange is just the beginning of a new financial chapter. Awaiting, researching, and believing in these currencies all lead to this one pivotal moment. As the clock strikes 9 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, the chance to redeem these holdings in a secure, verified environment will become a reality. What happens next depends entirely on the individual's preparation, timing, and clarity of purpose. Being prepared is the difference between a smooth experience and a frustrating setback. This journey requires precision and purpose. It is recommended to double-check appointments, review documents, and know the exact denominations and volume of the currency being carried. It is also important to clarify rate expectations in advance and to avoid making emotional decisions under pressure. Arriving early, staying calm, and asking questions when needed are all advised steps. Once the rate agreement or NDA is signed, there is reportedly no turning back. It is a moment that demands mental, financial, and legal readiness. The banking systems are reportedly prepared and the infrastructure is in place. The next move is up to the individual currency holder. Whether the outcome is a meticulously structured wealth plan or simply a confirmation receipt, this day has the potential to mark the beginning of a completely new phase in one's financial life. The message is to seize the future not by chance, but through wise and deliberate action. The article concludes with a strong disclaimer, emphasizing that the information is for educational purposes only and that all readers should consult with licensed financial advisors and attorneys before engaging in any redemption activities.